Hi, hi.
Hello, and now everybody can see us as well. Welcome everybody to another
Oh
episode
dear.
of A Tale of Dice. Happy Easter
Happy Easter.
and
Woohoo.
salutations in these strange quarantine times. We hope that our beautiful stream can alleviate a little bit of the stress that is upon you all for this Easter celebration. Um, and as part of that, we pretty much have a pretty big announcement on how things will be going from now on. Because basically, we've been really happy with the stream's chat being lively for the last couple of weeks. Because when we set out to do this sort of stuff, one of the main things that we actually wanted to do was be able to interact with all of you people watching us to let you in on a little bit of the fun. And now that we are having this Easter episode, it's a beautiful opportunity to actually do that. Because in these one shots, the stakes will not be as high as during the main campaign. So there are a couple of ways how you can influence tonight's game, which we will go over shortly. But next to this, just see this as a little bit of a taste on what you can do to, well, frick over all of the different players that are on the table, or frick over me as the DM. Like, those are all different things that can happen. So, and if you are listening or viewing this offline, well, get your butt to the next stream so you can actually participate with all of us.
Indeed. And very
So,
sorry for that sharp noise just there. The music was very loud as I started it.
oh god.
But that was for 1 second and I heard it too. So it's not you guys that are the only ones in pain. It's also me.
Fixed it.
And Max, thank you very much for not painting mine, Crystal, or Charlie's ears at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouter, what's
Yeah.
a magic egg?
Well, Cactus Wagner already said it out loud. Max, I hope you also have Roll20 at the ready for this beautiful day of ours, because when we start the session shortly, you will quickly find out that all of you viewers are actually in on the fun and in on the trials that our players will have to overcome. And as such, you can purchase different magic eggs by our hosts, me. We have a total of 12, so you can choose 1 to 12 that are mystery magical eggs that you can purchase, which will allow you to give either a good, a bad, or a, well, creative effect to the session itself. Next to, of course, that you can already bestow hero points on the players, would basically give them a reroll of a roll to their choosing. But as we are playing 5th edition today, you have like the entire system of advantage and disadvantage, which
Yep.
basically means you roll 2 die and either take the higher or the lower. So you can now also, well, undermine the players and give them disadvantage on a roll. So they have to roll again and take the
Yeah.
lower points of it all. Or, of course, you can give me more bonuses to throw against the players. All of these things are possible. So if you're feeling up to the task, you can always buy a beautiful magic egg from your host. Um, so I think, and another thing, but we will get to that shortly. There will also be another moment in the stream where I have need of your personal input. So even if you don't buy anything with your llama points, you're still very welcome to influence anything that is going on in this beautiful stream,
Yes.
Or just keep feeding me, it's fine.
or just
Yeah,
keep feeding
so
Crystal. This is still a
did
thing
you
that can
did
happen.
you
Yeah.
already eat something, Crystal? Because I think somebody already fed you.
Yeah, I started eating my dinner because I forgot to eat. So that's great. I love it.
You get like 30 seconds. And then
Charlie, I can't hear you.
Charlie, you're muted.
I thought you were just being mean.
Oh no,
I was saying-
no.
I was saying,
And Maxime,
you can't eat your whole thing for one snack. That's
no, I think Maxime gave you another 30 seconds.
we
So
Okay.
take 1 minute, take some bites, and then you have to put it away.
I feel like that minute has passed by now.
All right. So, but with all that out of the way, we have a very important, very interesting one shot ready for you. So, Max, Charlie, Crystal, shall we play a game?
Yes. And we're back.
All right. So
your webcam is
You're very out of focus.
out of focus.
very out of focus.
Yeah.
Oh, Merp,
Can you try and
can I
fix
help?
that?
Put your hand in front of
Do
it.
the hand trick, yeah. High five.
No.
No.
Um,
Okay. Blurry DM. Yeah.
I suppose
Oh, wait,
it's an
wait.
improvement.
Did Maxime feed me again?
He did.
Yes.
Or did...
That
Oh,
was
God.
there was you have been fed twice now
Uh,
in total.
All right. So let me just again see if this works.
Yeah.
No.
Just drop the call and
No.
enter it again.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm there. Woo!
Okay.
Woo!
It's better.
Good.
It's,
Okay,
it's
so
not that great, but it's
to
better.
jump into today's session, all three of you, characters in your own respects, have all found different clues to this one event that only happens on the 12th day of the 4th month, every 412 days. This event, orchestrated by a mad mage known by the name of Marvale.
Crystal's choking on her food.
No, I'm not.
It's a pretty intense thing that I'm telling, so yeah. So, every 412 years, it seems
or
that
years?
a dragon turtle, sorry?
Days or years?
Years. Every
Years,
412 years, it seems that a dragon turtle, with on it a singular door, emerges somewhere along the eastern shore of the continent. And stories go that entering this door will enter you into the trials of this Marvale the Mad, who then subjects you to a number of trials, at the end of which only one person may stand, who will claim the grand prize, an actual wish spell cast by Marvale himself.
Wow.
The game doesn't seem to be rigged, so the stories go. However, the game always has amongst itself a grand audience of all different types of demigods, archfey, beings of great importance that try to influence the game to see their champion to be victorious.
Nice.
Nice.
However, there was one big problem, and that is that every time that the dragon tortoise would emerge, it was always on one of three different places. So all three of you could only guess which one it would be this time. And it seemed that each and every one of you guessed correctly. Because on your way there, you might have had trouble to get there, might have needed to do cutthroat business, pay some people off, other adventurers on the same trail as you did. But you, and only you, were the only one to get to this dragon turtle swimming across the shore, open the door and step inside, only to see that you are now entering a round chamber with two other doors, perpetual points, entering two other figures into the same fray as you are. The three of you are now standing in a circular chamber out of nowhere with a tower towering up above you, which eventually just turns into clouds above. And you look at each other. One of you, the character played by Charlie, dusts himself off. Charlie, can you explain what your character looks like?
Alright. So, Cyrix, he's a dwarf, first of all. He is pretty typical as far as most dwarves go. Big, brown beard, brown hair, very unkempt. He has some kind of leather cap on his head that seems to kindly it's just loosely hanging in his tangled, dready hair. He is disgustingly filthy. He looks kind of like a mercenary, like a soldier type dwarf. He's got some studded leather on. He's got a shield, a wooden shield, and a battle axe hanging from his hip. But he does not seem all there. He has very bright blue eyes, but pale blue. He has sickeningly pale skin as well, and there seem to be some things growing in his beard as well, like little mushrooms if you look carefully. Yeah, he just kind of looks around, twitchy and confused.
Okay.
Excellent. And as you walk out, you see two different figures standing on opposite sides. One of them seems to be a tiefling. Crystal, can you explain what you yourself look like?
Well, I'm a blue tiefling with a robe with all kinds of patches on it. Yeah, it's everywhere, like literally everywhere. Yeah, she seems kind of mad-ish. Just a crazy look in her eyes, and she's there.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. There's nothing special for it.
It's a one shot.
It's a one shot, yeah.
This tiefling, now also hearing her own door close behind her at the same time as the other two doors close behind the other two persons, of course sees this dwarf, but also sees another individual. Max, can you explain what your character looks like this evening?
Yes, what they see is Dimitri. Dimitri is a rather short. You don't know if the length is due to his age, because he just shrinks down due to his age, or if he was not that tall to begin with. But he's a very, very old half-elf. Like, he's 169 exactly years old, that you guys can estimate, I guess. For his age, he looks rather healthy. He has a nicely trimmed, nice beard. His hair he still has some hair, it's all white at least. He's not very athletic or very dexterous. He's definitely not one of those.
So, question.
Haha.
When you say he looks healthy for his age, does that, like, relatively speaking, still mean he looks like he's about to die?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Save me!
I want to die.
So close.
This could very well be his last adventure. Yeah, it could very well
Oh,
be.
poor thing.
Couple of interesting things. One thing in particular, he has his cane that he's using as a walking stick, as a cane basically. And there's one very interesting thing about this cane. Like, it's a very nice and well-made wooden cane, but on the front end on it, there creeps a incorporeal fist creeps out of it, where in the center of his fist, like if you look at my camera, like over here, there's an eye that basically looks around everywhere in the room, and especially at you guys. And yeah, besides that, he seems to carry a lot of books with him. He looks really good for his age too. But yeah, that's all you can pretty much notice right now. He's hunched over quite a bit, and he's like looking at you guys, looking at the room, investigating.
And without any of you actually having a moment to act, an announcer voice billows from the clouds above. Ladies and gentlemen, the magnificent, majestic, miraculous, might actually be a devil in disguise, Marvel the Magus! And on that sound from the clouds above floats on a flying carpet this small gnomish figure. Half-long brown hair that curls up just past the ears. A very long, well-kept goatee, almost going 6 or 7 inches, like in one steep point, a little bit to the front. He has in his hands a staff made of blue wood that curls up in a nice little snail shell-like pattern, and on his head a beautiful blue hat. And as he surfs his carpet of flying all the way down, he twirls and eventually just jumps off, and in a nice landing acrobatic, you can actually hear roaring applause coming from upstairs in his grand tower that you guys are now. Welcome everyone, this year's contestants for Marvel's magnificent Easter egg hunt. So, you are the ones that found my 3 dragon turtles this year. Very good, very good. Well now, as all of my audience upstairs and myself included are dying to know how you will deal with all of this, trials, allow me to explain first. We'll get to your questions later. Allow me to answer first the question, what are the rules? Things are very simple here in these trials. There aren't really any rules except for a couple, I guess. First, the one with the most eggs deposited at my side at the end of everything is the grand winner and will win this cycle's wish. Second, at any moment in one trial when the egg is actually gotten by someone, you will instantaneously all be transported to the next trial. And third, well, my audience up there might have a say in how all of this goes. So don't hate the players, hate the game and the audience. And, well, next to my audience having some influence in all of this, I myself, of course, have also put some things into play to make things a little bit more easy on all of you. During your travels through these awful trials, you will also find different potions of my personal make that might aid you in your endeavors. When you do so, do realize that these potions will last only for one trial, so you might want to chug those at the beginning. Now, with all of this out of the way. Oh god, you still have a question. What is it, old man?
I'm not sure where I am. But I happened to reach that beautiful creature next to the ocean, and I came here. You see, I'm just an old man. Do you like? I can participate in this, but
we got one of them. One of the old people.
Do you by any chance have something else to aid this elderly in this adventure?
Go ahead and make a deception check with disadvantage.
I use my friends. I cast friends on him, so that
You cast friends on yourself.
I cast friends on myself at least. Indeed, as a bonus action, I can do that. And basically, what you guys see, but what at least to my characters, Dimitri's awareness, nobody else sees, is that the fist on his cane flips the bird against him, like basically. Basically, the eye looks straight at this guy, and it's just like flipping the bird, and that's giving me that's casting friends on this guy. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's aware of this, but.
Well, you do realize that you are flipping off a mage that is so old that he has a cycle that happens every 412 years.
Yep, but Dimitri is of the understanding that nobody sees this incorporeal thing.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
You go right ahead and make that deception check with disadvantage.
Okay. That's a 22.
22. Huh. He poofs into out of existence his staff, and at the same time, in existence, poofs this ledger that he has. And he stretches through it. Dimitri, was it?
Yes.
You found Jared by use of... Okay, that's technically slavery what you did over there. And... Yeah, no. No, I think you'll be fine. And his ledger poofed out of existence.
Okay.
Oh god. Another one. You're not like... Come on, we need to get going with this. Yes, you were Salmonella? Sammalori. Sammalori.
Thanks. You
Sure,
can say
whatever.
Sam if it's too hard for you. You know, you're old. It's fine.
I like you. For Sam. Go ahead.
Do I have to play against or with those
I don't know.
things?
Tell you what. I have heard that question many a time before.
Yeah.
And every time I didn't answer it, things only got more interesting. So, you figured it out.
So, if that old thing with the middle, if it goes on like this, I can just.
Wait, you see it? You see this thing?
No, I didn't see anything.
Like-
It's weird.
Nobody-
It's like magic.
I'm not crazy. I'm
So
not the
it's-
only one that sees this. Like he's looking like. I'm not being this senile old man. Like my doctor is not lying to me.
So I could kill him if I want to?
Well,
Asking for a friend?
I told you the rules.
Great.
And you, the weird smelling dwarf. Go ahead.
Is lunch included?
First off, here's a tissue.
Thanks.
There you go.
I got
Um,
some phlegm suck.
Well, depending on your diet, there will be things that you can eat.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that as a probably not.
Well, I mean, as I said, depends on your diet. If you're not picky, I mean, like,
Okay, on with the story.
great, awesome. So, are you guys ready for your first trial then?
Maybe.
Well, let's see how it goes. Oh, do keep in mind, there will be 5 in total. So if you're trailing behind a little bit at the end, who knows? Maybe some different tactics might be in order. Good luck, this year's combatants.
Thank you.
Wait, did he say combatants? I thought we were here to do like a scavenger hunt.
And none of you see this, but all of 3 of you vanish into a large cloud of purple smoke, as all of you are being transported towards the first of 5 trials of Marvel the Mad.
Oh dear.
All three of you arrive. The first thing that hits your senses is the nice, beautiful smell of freshly cut grass. And if you look down, you can see that your feet are also engulfed by this neatly cut grass lawn beneath your feet. If you look to your back, you can see that there is this gigantic line of thick bushes all around you, almost 20 meters high, just enveloping the entirety of behind you. And if you look to the east and the west, or to the left and the right of you, you can see that eventually, far, far to the edges, it also goes all the way to the front, as if you are boxed in. If you look to your front of you, it seems that the first real trial that you are being met with appears to be a large, well-kept, perfectly groomed bush maze. If you look to your left and your right, you can see that Syrinx, the dwarf, is all the way to the left, and in front of you is a nice opening to this maze. Our Sam, in the middle, also has an opening to the front of her, and all the way to the right, our old man also has an opening in front of him towards the maze. You guys lock eyes for a second, and as you hear, you can just hear chirping of birds, nice, beautiful, sunny day above, although you're already thinking that this might not actually be outside. So,
DM, how high is the maze?
the maze itself is about 6 meters high.
So you said there were birds chirping.
Mm-hmm.
Any I can cast a little spell on?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That is a 12.
12. You try to pinpoint where the bird sounds come from, and one place is all the way behind you, which seems a little bit of a difficult place to go to, but you can also hear some small critters further into the maze itself. But not any that you can actually see like right next to you that you can hex or otherwise influence before you would actually enter the maze.
All right. Anyone who knows nature stuff knows a good bird call.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
So
you do.
can I make an animal handle check to make a little bird
Sure.
call?
Go ahead. Sure.
So I go. Quack quack. I don't roll well. That's
What?
an 11.
An 11. All right. So, the sound of the bird call is beautiful. If it were not like halted by the instantaneous coughing every few seconds, and as such, you can hear like birds chirping in response. Like it seems to have a little bit of an effect, but not enough to actually get them towards you. So in the meantime, as the two of you can hear this dwarf whistling, Max, what would you like to do?
How far away are those two people from me?
Like 40 meters to the first one, and then 40 meters further on to the second. To the
30
last.
meters? Okay.
Sorry, 40 meters. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big maze. It's like
like
100
120
meters.
feet.
Sorry.
120 feet, give or take.
Let's math.
Yeah, I need an estimate. Sorry.
10 feet. Yeah, about 120 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna look around for something I can throw in the air.
Easy enough. You can see that this is a beautifully kept garden, but even a beautifully kept garden has some rocks lying about. You pick one up.
Okay. And I'll basically toss that thing in the air and see what happens.
And see what happens?
Yeah.
You toss the rock into the air.
Okay, it doesn't get attacked by anything.
Doesn't seem to be.
I see this happen. I cast Welching.
All right. So as
No.
as Max is throwing this thing in, sorry, not Max, Dimitri is throwing this thing into the air, you can already see the dwarf realizing something. What do you transform into?
I transform into a hummingbird.
All right.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to do flying things yet. Are you?
Sixth level?
6th level.
I think so.
Oh no, you can't transform into flying creatures yet. No. I'm sorry.
Okay, I turn into a rat.
All right, you turn into a rat.
I mean, mazes stuff, right? Or was that mice? I don't remember. Anyway, I go into the maze.
You turn into that one critter that does it well.
Yeah.
All right.
Maze thing.
I'm going to run in as well. I don't want
Okay.
to wait anymore.
Okay, so Sam just runs in. All right, so
I'm gonna cast fly on myself.
all right.
Cheater!
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I'm gonna fly over the maze.
All right. So as that happens, Sam, you are just running in there.
Yeah.
Do you have what are your tactics? How do you run into this maze? What do you try to do?
I wanna do you know when you get shot on, you don't want to walk into a straight line, you want to zigzag your way?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that.
All right. So
Zigzag running.
are you trying to go somewhere, or are you just going to try?
No, I'm just going to walk in and see what happens.
All right. So go ahead and make because this is zigzagging. I will allow an athletics or acrobatics check at this one. The one you prefer. All right. So Charlie, as Syrinx, now in his small rodent-like form, enters the maze, what are your tactics?
Natural 20!
These are hedges. I am a small little critter. Fuck it. I'm going right through them. I'm gonna crawl
Very
right
good.
through them. Like,
Yeah. Is there somewhere you want to go? Is it like the middle of the maze?
East.
East? do you know where East is?
Well, can I make a survival check?
Go ahead and make your survival check.
Maybe my character knows where.
Given the
East
state
is.
of the sun, etc., you might have an indication.
But we're
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Natural 14 for 21.
All right. You know that the sun rises in the east. You do know that. And you realize that, wait, the time of day that I got to the tortoise was just before noon. And as you look up, you can see that the sun is just a little bit to what would be the back left corner of this maze.
Okay. So that means that would be east.
That would be
Cool.
east.
I head there. I burrow through the little plants and I just
Very well.
go in a straight line in that direction.
I would say, because you're a rodent right now, go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check with advantage. Because you can, go through all the different nooks and crannies. You don't actually have to go through the maze itself.
Guess who's trained in athletics, mother?
Oh snap! Let's see how it goes.
An 11 and a 12. So
Plus?
that's a 17.
All right. So, Max,
Yep.
you cast Fly on yourself. You fly up over the maze, and you can see that the maze isn't open everywhere. You can see a lot of places where the shrubbery are actually, you figured out, probably grow up and over each other, and you can
Okay.
only have like small streaks of opening, all at the different sizes.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
In that case, I'm just gonna investigate all of those closed off areas,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I feel like this test, this trial, should be equally approachable for all of us. So I'm start off heading towards a place that's basically of equal distance to all three of us.
All right. So because you started at like one side of the maze, 3 points, there would be any point on that line. Do you want to go all the way to the end?
No, in that case, I'll just go somewhere center-ish.
All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
As you try to make sense of everything that is lying out here to see what types of small nooks and crannies might be hidden for you.
Natural 14 for a 20.
For a total 20.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
You guys are rolling very high at this one.
I'm a smart
All right.
guy.
So, as you guys are zigging and zagging or burrowing or flying over all of this maze, you guys are quickly getting your way through everything. And first off, the small rodents. Eventually, as you are burrowing through everything, you need to stop for a second. As you can actually see that just in front of you, the roots are starting to move itself. However, you rolled high enough to circumvent that and not be captured by the roots that are ensnaring everything and anyone that might come in their way.
Oh dear.
With the natural 20,
No, all
as
right.
you are zigging and zagging, you are actually also going forward and going forward.
Yes.
Eventually, you actually step on what seems to be somewhat of a pitfall trap. But at the lightning bolt speed that you're running through this maze, as you take another step, the thing collapses behind you and you're scot-free, totally fine.
Ha!
In the meantime, Max, as you are investigating this entirety of the maze, it seems that you guys have a pretty good understanding of where everything is going, and it's a little bit of a mishmash of sorts, but you do realize that things eventually come together in the middle of the maze. Do you want to go there?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. As you float over to the middle of the maze, you can see a small little clearing. However, as you get over there, it seems to be a little bit of a red herring. As you can hear a small, squeaky voice from somewhere in the brush. Get him, Phil! Got it, Bob! As a large net is being cast over you in the air. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Do I even have to roll?
Well, you can choose to fail. Like, you can just sit there and I will allow this.
Me too?
That's a natural 5 for a 4.
No, this is just happening to Dimitri as he's flying
okay.
over.
Natural 5 for a 4.
As the net is being cast over you, it seems that 3 reptilian-like kobolds are dragging you down. We got him! Dragging you down in his net, tying you up.
Well
Marvel,
done. Well done, good fellas. That was very well done. Very proficient of you. Do you guys mind helping this old man out? You see, I'm very good ties with this man, and I think I can even tell him that you guys did this very good job, and you guys will get rewarded for it even.
Go ahead and make a deception check for me.
That is a 25.
25. As the 3 kobolds, one red, one blue, and one green, are now tying you up, the red one eventually says, wait. Stop it, Phil. Stop it. What are you saying? Look, we have strict orders from... What's the mage's name?
Do I recall his name?
Go ahead and make a history check for me.
I'm proficient in history.
Yeah, there we go.
Natural 18 for a 24.
All right. So even though Max just heard the name once, you, as Dimitri, have done research about this mad mage. His name was Marvale.
Marvel.
Although the role wasn't only for that, you knew him as Marvale the Mad, but he was called just now Marvale the Magus.
Okay. I said Marvel the Magus, of course.
Huh. Look, Marville was pretty clear on his orders. We were supposed to just capture all of you and just keep you here as long as we can. So that's what we're about to do, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
as I said, I'm mostly also here to make this game more entertaining for everyone. So I'm actually also kind of something as a red herring to interrupt all of the other two players. So if you can help me out capture them, then Marvel would be very pleased.
go ahead and make another deception check for me.
I so hope you fail.
So meta.
Natural 18 again, so that's a 29.
29. Phil says, well, I don't know what a herring is, but I am red. So, and with that, he takes out a knife and cuts open your net. But you'll do a good word for us, right?
Yeah, definitely. So will you guys help me out and let's capture them together?
What?
Like we can work together and be a party and do this together.
No, I don't that. I mean, like,
Whoa.
I think we'd have such a good time.
We are like 10 minutes in and he's already backstabbing us.
go ahead and roll a high persuasion check. This is a high DC at this moment.
I rolled a natural 19 and a natural 20.
We got an anti-luck in the chat.
An anti-luck?
Yeah.
All right, we got an anti-luck.
Okay.
Roll again.
Okay. Do I have to roll both again?
Yup.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, I had a natural 19 and a natural 20.
Wait. Before we get there, Rutger, do you want to use it on Max right now?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Like because you can use it on anything you want. Like you can also just keep it and use it some other time.
Yeah, for who is it?
Yes.
No use in the DM for help.
All right, so go ahead.
That's fair.
Reroll,
That's
reroll,
fair.
man.
Okay. So
So you had advantage, right?
Yeah.
So that would be just a straight up roll now.
straight up roll. Okay. That's not as high, but it's still not bad. That's a natural 8 for a 20.
20. All right. So, as you are saying this, hello.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
promised something to Rutger.
So as you are saying this, the other two kobolds are only now realizing that they are not red, and as such, wait a second. We're not red. No, I think you're best be on your way, mister. As he takes up the net again, like, and kneads it a little bit on edge right now, beginning to doubt what had happened.
Okay, I fly off again.
All right, so as this is happening, all three of you are
A
doing.
hero egg for Cyrix.
Sorry? Ooh, an hero egg. Awesome. Okay, so as we now have our first egg, Max, can you put on the battle map for a second?
I
In the meantime, the silvered hero egg. Well, Captain Swagner, what number do you want from 1 to 12?
I think you're better off typing in the chat because there's
Oh,
a
right,
delayed
yeah.
video.
10.
Oh, 10.
I gave a number.
Okay.
All right. So,
Think you loaded in already, or are you?
yes,
on the,
I did.
I still see the
did.
llama one.
Yep. I just need to pull everybody over to the right one. Ah, crap. I can't do that right now. Okay. So first we're gonna have a little detour seeing this, and then we're gonna go right over there.
Okay, and I'll adjust the screen a bit because it's not censored. Okay, now it's censored, kind of.
Very well. All right. So we went for number 10. So let's see what that is. Number 10 is, ooh, the fairy dragon. So with the fairy dragon, fairy dragons are very mischievous creatures, but they are also very dexterous because they need to be. So they have a very strong power over invisibility. So in one of the trials, you can put in your fairy dragon to bless any one of the characters with complete and utter invisibility for the entire trial.
Oh wow,
that's nice.
amazing.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep. So you can turn one character invisible for an entire trial. So keep that in mind. All right. Oh, Rutger is not getting the purchase buttons for the hero eggs. He's... Aw. Don't
Is
have enough-
it because you don't have enough points, or is it just not there?
No.
All right.
Either way.
Soon enough.
Yeah.
Either way, as all of you are now making your way through the maze a little bit more, it seems that Dimitri was just a little bit delayed by the entire endeavor. However, the rest of you aren't there yet. So, as you probably, I guess, continue your current predicament,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
would say that Syrinx and Sam can re-roll their athletics check or acrobatics check if they want to keep using this tactic. And for Dimitri, what do you want to do at this leg of the journey?
I think I'm gonna continue what I did, and I'm just gonna use my brain and my wits to just investigate the whole thing from above as an
All right.
yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Because that's something I'm good at. So
Right.
that's an 18.
An 18, all right. And in the meantime, Syrinx and Sam,
I want to cast message.
you want to cast message. All right. So while you're running through this maze, you want to cast message. On
And I
who?
want on Centrix.
On Syrinx.
Cyrix.
Yeah, Syrinx. Yeah. I just heard the name once. All right.
Wait. What? How long can I make my message again?
It's like 25 words or something. It's not that long.
Okay.
Let's see. Message is yada yada yada. Doesn't really say. And whisper a message.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
also a cantrip, so you basically can keep doing it if you would like.
Fair. Okay. I want to say.
Do you need to know the location for the spell?
We're all in the maze.
Well,
Yeah.
don't you need to point out a specific location?
I'll just
We're combatants here.
point
I'm
out
gonna-
my arms and just turn around.
You had an idea. You had an idea because you were in the middle and you knew that Syrinx was to the left of you. So you just like keep pointing all the ways to the left till eventually you find him.
Nice. Okay.
In the meantime, however, while you think of your message, we have another beautiful egg that has been found. So with that, we have number 10 out of the way, but we still have a lot of numbers left. So what number do you like?
Salmonella from an egg makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Right, number 8, awesome. All right, so number 8 goes out of the way to reveal to you that you have found, a drow. Drows, as you know, or perhaps not, are masters of poison. So with that, you are allowed one poison dart from a drow to poison one of the characters for the entire trial, giving
Oh,
them
shit.
advantage on
So
pretty
he-
much anything.
He already said he wanted to give it to Salmonella. Can he recite that, or is she?
Well,
Is she
he only now knows what it was, so I will allow him if he wants to use it on anybody else.
You don't have to use it now. You can keep it for later.
You can keep
Yeah,
it for
that's
later
true,
trial
yeah.
also.
I think Mux is just afraid it's going to be used on him.
Yeah. Very reasonable. Very reasonable.
Either way.
All right. So, what is the message, Sam?
I want to say, I don't trust Dimitri. If
Meta gamer!
if you see him, just tackle and kill him. And now I want to send a message to Dimitri.
Nice.
All right. So now you begin pointing to all the different places to the right. Yes.
Yeah.
And eventually you find him.
And then I want to say, I don't trust Cyrex. If you see him, I think it's best to attack straight away.
Very good.
I think you're right. I think I will. Thank you very much.
I feel like I should be able to make an insight check maybe against this.
Yeah, I will allow both of you an insight check to see if you believe this this tiefling with her devilish words.
I don't trust them.
DC?
Natural 2 for a 1.
Well,
Seems
15 plus 7.
15 plus 7. Even in your small rodent brain, you understand the sound and the taste of lies.
I don't trust him though. Like, Demetrius
yeah,
is
but
weird as fuck.
Well, no, okay, so it's not lies, but he can taste the deception in your words. There is something untruthful about this whole demeanor that you're putting on.
I don't know.
Honestly, though, my only real thought is, whoa! I've got a new voice in my head.
By the way, I see Ave saying she wants number 6. Did Ave also get a beautiful egg?
I
Did we
didn't
miss that
see
in the
it
chat?
yet. Didn't see it yet. So
Yeah,
if Abe
purchase
can
it first,
confirm,
eh?
then alright, continue, and we'll see.
All right, so I still need a tactic for Cyrix and for Sam to actually get to the destination.
Well,
you
I
guys-
mean,
You
I
guys were
was
just
doing
continuing,
fine,
yeah?
right?
All right, yeah. Until now, it seemed to go well for both of you. So.
Yeah, so I want to keep just going towards the east. I figure that makes the most sense.
All right, very well. Then go ahead and make another athletics or acrobatics check, the both of you, for me.
Me?
Did
Well, if you also want to try and continue your same
Yeah,
tactic,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
did
With advantage again?
Salmonella waste time having to cast a message?
I'm gonna say this is pretty easy to do while you're under. And she had a natural 20, so with advantage.
I
again,
have-
yes.
I have 9 now.
9. Not so high this time.
Oof. Okay, so that's a 3 and that's a 15, so 20.
20. All right. So.
Not bad.
As you guys are traversing the maze, Sam, as you are now still darting through all the different bushes and crannies, it seems that you are getting the hang of the maze a little bit and getting to your final destination pretty quickly. But right now, the sprinting is taking its toll, and it's taking a little bit longer, and you're getting a little bit winded from all of this. In the meantime, a small, half-elven flying figure is gazing over this entire maze and can see the rustling of leaves going further to the what seems to be the eastern corner of this maze. As you can now see Sam rummaging through everything.
Okay.
As you follow it and getting closer and closer, however, as you got another 20, it seems that this small rodent burrowing through the underbrush eventually does exits one bush, and in front of you, you can see on a beautiful pedestal a large golden egg.
Do I
Wait,
notice
I
this?
see this?
You do not notice this.
Okay, that's a
With an
shame.
18, you couldn't notice a rodent rummaging through the underbrush.
Okay.
So,
I reached for it. I
okay,
grabbed
in
it.
your rodent form, or do you turn back to?
Yeah, so I
Voop.
go back into my stouty, fatty dwarven form.
Very
and,
good.
Yeah, I reach for it.
All right.
I grab it.
And at the moment you grab it,
Ooh!
all three of you poof again in a smoke of purple, in a cloud of purple smoke, as it seems that the first egg has gone to the dwarf. So,
Thank you very much for those bits.
ooh, hell yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Nice. And also, I am invisible in the next round.
Well,
Yeah.
if you
Right.
if they want
he
to,
wants.
oh yeah, invisible Syrinx, there we go. So what you can see is as all three of you are now poofed into what seems to be a small island. You can see around you an endless stream of water. The sun standing somewhere to the opposite side of the island and gazing over this gigantic tree, reaching out a large big shadow enveloping you, with a couple of other large trees as high as that one all around it. As you stand on this island, you look at all of these trees, and eventually you can also see another shadow pass over all of you. As this gigantic bird, this rock, if you will,
Oh no.
lands on top of one of the trees and just pushes his wings together and roosts over his nest.
Oh no.
As all three of you see this happen, you can see whoomp, Syrinx move out of existence. Oh, Rutger, I would like to thank you for your "Are you ready to rock" pun, because that is actually the name I gave this trial in my DM notes. So, all right.
Nice. Super nice.
Okay, so there's an island,
Yes.
mountain, rock.
There aren't even mountains. You just have like this flat island in front of you with a little bit of grass here and there, with a total of counting, 6 trees in like a triangle shape, with one tree, the one that the rock is roosting on, all the way to the end. So you have 1, then 2, then 3 trees at your side, and it's pretty clear that the rock is nesting at the most eastward of all of these trees.
Okay.
So, as you don't have any time to lose,
I go
what are
and
your tactics?
push Dimitri into Sam.
Go ahead. First, I would say
What?
go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh man, that's gonna be terrible. Does being invisible give me advantage or something?
Sure. Normally no, but sure.
Oh, 18. So
Eight.
that's a total of 18.
Woohoo! Now I'm glad that I gave you advantage. So, as you walk up to the 2 of these, because the 3 of you were poofed in similar positions this time, at the front of like the first tree, with then 2 next to it, and then 2 in the front, and 1 all the way in the front. So you walk up to 2 of them, and you just. I would like both of you to make dexterity saving throws to see if you're shoved to the ground.
I'm prone for a 2.
This is high-level D&D, people, pushing people to the ground.
With a 2, I'm on the ground now.
Aww.
I have a 10.
You also are pushed to the ground. You can catch yourself a little bit on one of your hands, like a little bit, but you're just... damn it.
And as they're on the ground, I start running towards the rock.
And you can see these small puffs of a little bit of dirt running through the dry grass.
Like, the thing is, I very, very much like to cast a spell on you, but all of the spells I have, the men need to be able to see you.
Ooh, too bad, too bad. Alright, oh god, Rutger. That's now the name of the rock. The name of the rock is now Dwayne
Dwayne
Johnson.
Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, yeah, I'll stand up and just walk that way as well.
Alright.
No, what I'll do
Mhm.
is I go into because it's not far, right? The nest is not that far.
No. It's like the rock and the nest itself. Well, they're pretty high up. Like the trees are these gigantic trees that you also see in like those ancient American forests,
Mhm.
like the Hyperion trees.
Mhm.
So they are probably about like 60 to 80 meters tall. So it's a large climb to get up there. But the trees themselves are as far away as like 30 meters. So it's
Okay.
not like a long trek or anything.
In that case, I'll go into what's called a FOT form. And basically what happens, a FOT form.
A thought form. Okay.
Yeah, a FOT form. So basically what happens is Dimitri is having this cane that he's walking with, and basically this cane flies up in front of him, gets pushed inside of his stomach, and he himself becomes incorporeal. And there's just in his chest, like he's kind of shapeless now, and in his chest there's just this middle finger pointing everywhere.
Man. Flipping everybody off.
Yeah,
All right.
flipping
So
everyone off. So and I'm gonna hover that way.
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm going to cry in my little corner. No.
Aww.
I
Okay.
want. Okay. I wanna detach one of the patches.
Mm-hmm.
And a 10-foot pole appears.
All right. So you take a look at your rope. Where was it again? Where was it again? Because it has a lot of patches. And eventually you get one with a stitched like metal bar on it, and you just throw it into the air, and just in front of you, chunk.
And then I want to run and like with athletics people. I'm gonna throw myself into the air and I hope I will
To get as
land
high
into
as
the
possible.
nest.
All right, to get a jumping start. Very well. All right, so Syrix, you are just running there. As you guys are getting towards the tree, is there a way that you, because you guys all want to get up the tree, or?
There are a lot of people that are giving things right now, so
Oh crap! All right. So, oh damn, we have two more
Advantage
eggs.
for the
One
pole
for-
vault.
One for
One
Captain
for
Swagner and
Mushroom
one
Beard.
for Rutger.
so basically this athletics check that Crystal's gonna have to make for this, she gains advantage for it as well.
Oh.
Because I want to try and land into the nest.
Well, what
If
they
I can.
bought technically were hero eggs. So technically they
Oh.
get an egg to use in any way. Let's see.
But-
So can I get if you buy an egg, can I also get a number from you? So Captain Swagner and Rutger. I mean,
I'm
like
not sure.
advantage to a roll.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what
Can
they
also
meant
get
to buy though. If
No.
I hear this.
No.
If you guys just want to give advantage to a roll, then hell yeah,
No,
then you
Captain
get.
Swagner says 12.
All right. There we go. There we go. Rolling it up right now. With 12 out of the way. Ooh, we get a water elemental. So the water elemental is one of the ones. So if you can describe a certain way at which a water elemental might give aid at some point, or might hinder some other people, feel free to put so in chat.
All right. Maybe you have to specify what everything does again, because people are confused by it. With
Right,
tags.
so the hero eggs. So the hero eggs are the things that you can buy right now, which you can see on the screen right now. Those things are specific things that have a lasting effect for an entire trial. And next to that, you can also buy the rerolls and that sort of stuff, which are named. Let me see for a second.
Because I think
But now you don't have a look at it.
I think they are right, and you are remembering
Yes.
it wrong yourself.
Wait.
Yeah,
Why did Maxime call them hero eggs and magic eggs?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
Let's not blame Maxime for.
He's not here. We
We
can
should
blame
blame
him.
Maxime. He's not here.
Yeah.
Of course we should blame him. He's not here.
But
Oh.
okay, so now people know.
Alright,
So the
yeah,
hero
so hero
things.
eggs. Yeah, he renamed hero points to hero eggs.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what-
so hero eggs is
Advantage,
look.
disadvantage.
Well,
Yeah.
let's say they both get one of the magic eggs because we've
Yeah.
been doing that so far,
Indeed,
and
indeed.
from then on, we're doing hero eggs is hero points, and magic eggs are
Exactly. We're getting there. We're learning.
getting
So we have a beautiful water elemental, and next to that we also have
Ooh,
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 we have an aboleth.
ooh.
Aboleths are ancient creatures that are actually allowed to mind control certain creatures. So with the aboleth, you can actually just choose what one of the characters will do for one of their, well, grand actions, so to speak. So the aboleth won't be effective for the entire trial, but you can just say what one of the characters should do, and the mind controlling powers of the aboleth will allow the character to do so.
All right,
Oh dear.
all right.
as freaking amazing.
So I don't
I
get
love it.
advantage?
Well, no, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. Sorry. So, as you guys are running up there, Dimitri, were you able to fly right now? Or
Do I? How long has gone past? Do I still have the
Well-
fly spell on me? Because fly,
the fly spell.
fly is quite long, right? The duration. I'll
I
look it
believe
up.
it's 10 minutes.
I'll look it up. So
We can see you looking it up.
fly
Yeah.
is 10 minutes. Yeah. Oh, can we?
Fly is
Oh,
10
shy.
minutes.
Yeah.
So you right now, because you were investigating the entire maze, a couple of minutes have gone by, but you still have like 2 minutes left.
Okay. In that case, I'll just fly up.
All right. So you just fly up there.
Yeah.
Very neat. You guys can see as this incorporeal mist-like form is drifting all the way up to the sky, and the two of you are. How are you going to try and traverse this tree? Like just go ahead and climb. You are your pole vaulting. So Sam, go ahead and make your athletics check for me, please.
I love
Rutger
this
is
suggestion.
Evil.
We'll go. Oh God. All right, so Rutger, this is gonna happen. This is just gonna happen.
But
Yeah,
we
well-
can't act on it though.
No.
So Max can't just stop.
No,
No.
definitely not.
No, no, and this is also something that you as the characters do not know.
No,
Like
No.
that's
somewhere
what she
in the
meant.
clouds,
Yeah.
somewhere in the clouds, there are people conversing with each other, and someone just bought the aboleth and just went like, "I got this." All right. As Marvel the Mad is also just standing there like, "Oh wait, normally things would end if someone gets the egg. I think I'll make an exception this time." All right, so float upwards. Sam, what was your athletics check? A lot of things happening at once.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
definitely, yeah.
13.
13. All right. I would say roll with advantage because you have a pole.
No, it's 13.
Boink. So you win approximately like 4 meters, and after that you are fall onto the tree. But after that you still need to get like the other 75 meters.
Oh! Can I do another thing then?
Well, this is one thing that you did. I want to hear what Syrinx did also, because you were invisible and just running off at first. Like you're the first one, because the other two were pushed to the ground. So what were you doing?
Honestly, straight invisible freaking line to the rock.
All
There
right.
is no doubt about this. Just
All right.
straight line.
Just climbing. Just climbing.
Oh wait, I'm already at the point where I can climb.
Oh yeah. It's pretty easy
My
to get
bad.
there. It's like a few seconds to run there.
Climbing is gonna be athletics
Athletics or acrobatics,
or
whichever one
acrobatics?
you prefer.
I feel like I'm gonna wall shape into something with climb speed.
All right.
So I'm thinking like a lizard. Like lizards are real quick on trees. I don't know if you've ever seen that stuff in
Very
nature
neatly done.
documentaries. They're like, I'm gonna. But I do
skittish as
have
can be.
like several mushrooms on my back.
Very
Just saying.
nice. Very nice. So you're like you have these what was the name, Stegosauruses, I think, like the old dinosaurs with the ridges across its back. Basically just a miniature Stegosaurus with, instead of all those protrusions, just mushrooms.
Nice.
And with that you climb up hella
As
fast.
quickly, yeah. And
All right.
I'm invisible too, so I'm gonna go up, like not right to the rock, but I am going to go up into. I'll let you know in a second. How
Very
many
well.
feet
So-
away.
At this moment, it seems that the two of you, naming Syrinx and Dimitri, are having a little bit of an advantage over Sam. But Dimitri, you're flying, so you're technically like faster
Yeah.
there. But Syrinx had a little bit of an advantage because he pushed you down first. So with that, I would like both of you to just, this would just be athletics, just to see how fast you can get somewhere.
Also,
just
as
like-
I'm just using my mind to actually fly, because this is psionics.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. So go ahead and make that would be an Arcana check for me.
All right, all right.
Do I have to make that check as well?
Yeah, so you make an athletics check, basically against the Arcana check of Dimitri.
Natural 7 for a total of 12.
All right.
Natural 7 for a total of 14.
Ooh.
Things are close. Sam, as you aren't able to give yourself an advantage at this first moment, as the pole vaulting didn't really work out for you that well. But Crystal, you are allowed to eat because Rutger just gave you a snack, which is a very nice help for you. The two other characters are speeding up the tree to get towards an eventual end. And as you guys are getting closer and closer, it just seems, well, Dimitri, you don't know this because you don't see anything. You're just like trying to make it as fast as you can. You are the first one to reach the nest. As you are halfway there, however, the rock already left its place, going to reek you with his large claws, catching nothing but mist in your mist-like form. Eventually, however, you get to the nest just a few moments before a lizard will get there with you. What do you want to do with the one moment that is given to you?
I need to know where this egg is, so I'm gonna cast locate object on egg.
Well, if
Do
you
I
if
see
you
the
would
egg?
yeah, you
Okay.
you see one golden egg laying there.
Um,
No other eggs whatsoever.
you know what? in that case, I'm gonna turn around and just to be sure, because he's still climbing, right?
You don't know.
I'm invisible.
Oh, you're
He's
invisible. I don't. Okay, in that case, I don't see him here yet. So I could at least theoretically imagine that they must both still be climbing. Unless he's just already here, but then I'm fucked. I'll just roll for this, I guess, for luck.
I don't know.
Natural 20. Okay.
It sounds like a lot of reason to not just grab the egg. I feel like you should just grab the egg here.
But can I touch the egg?
Well, you can. It's right there in front of you.
Okay,
like
it's literally just in front of me.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that I would still have to move somewhere, that he can just still pass me.
No, you're at the nest. You're
Oh,
there. Like
okay,
the
cool.
just raked you through the air, but he couldn't get you.
Okay, then I just had it wrong in my head. In that case, I'm just, okay, cool, touch it.
All right. So, but you need to drop your incorporeal form, right?
Nope.
No.
It's just a thought form, so I would have to look that up.
Well, because if you can, I was under the understanding that you were incorporeal. Like if the rock could rake you.
The rock could attack me, but I don't think, I'm not sure if he could pick me up. He could damage me, but I have resistance against it.
Oh, in that case, the rock is tearing you apart.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely.
First attack roll. Let's see.
Hits.
Right over him, yeah.
Hits.
Yeah, that's a 20 hit. Total 20.
Hits.
As the rock, Dwayne the Rock, rakes you for a total of is 23 points of damage.
Okay, I have resistance against this, so that's 11 then, right?
Can you be grappled though?
I'm honestly
He
not
couldn't
sure.
grab you, right?
I'm honestly not sure. I have an
Pistol,
incorporeal.
are you still snacking from that one snack?
I have an incorporeal shape. I'm not
did
sure.
a hand, but I'm eating
Okay.
slow.
I will say. Okay, for the sake of this, I will say no.
Okay.
Sure. So you're at the egg
Okay.
right now.
Okay. I'm touching it.
All right. And as soon as you touch the egg, your eyes go wide, and you just think like, I gotta get this down there. I gotta get this down to, if I read correctly what Rutger said, we needed to get it down towards...
Someone,
Another
right?
player.
Another
Someone.
player.
I'm
not,
down
not
here.
someone specifically.
All right. Okay, cool. So you take up the egg, you float just a little bit to the side, and there you can see all the way down, like a quarter up the tree, you can see Sam just gazing upward just for a second as you throw the egg downward.
Have
Sam.
you ever seen a lizard jump?
No.
I would say indeed, like, because you are so goddamn close, this is going to be pretty difficult for the lizards to intercept, because like Sam has some time to see this happen. But both of you, well, first off, Syrinx, go ahead and make sorry, I would say.
And you have advantage.
For me?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Advantage to catch the egg.
Oh, for Sam.
Sam.
No, it's for
Never
me.
mind. It's for
Oh god,
Sam.
oh god. So,
Ha!
all right. So,
Thank
First
you.
off- first off, Syrinx, go ahead and make your dexterity saving throw. This is going to be a difficult one. You'll need to roll high because you just have a split second to just.
Dexterity.
Okay,
Wait.
what's the
Oh,
one
what
elemental
elemental
do?
help?
Oh,
What is
a wave washes. Oh snap! A wave washes the egg out of the air into Syrix's hands. All right. So, so this will give you advantage on the dexterity save.
Okay,
I'm
so
saying?
what kind of dexterity modifier does a lizard have? You would say, because I get to take that in wild shape.
It's a
I
pest
feel like
form.
it has like 20 or 26.
I would say 3.
That's
Wait.
quite high, actually.
Yeah, but like you also have pixies who are like very small but incredibly dexterous.
Yeah.
I have books, you know.
All right, so I get advantage because of the water.
You get advantage. You get advantage.
Okay, so that's a 6 and a 12. The 12 would make for a 15 then.
All right. Let's see here.
Come on.
Let's see, because there is an appendix with like the different types of creatures.
I love how the both of you are getting all the help, and I'm just like,
You're the weird old guy.
I have a natural aversion. I work. Well, I mean, I can't really discuss my other work, but my contacts with older people make me somewhat reluctant to socialize with them in outside of that. I feel like a lot of people maybe share that sentiment, Max.
The chat made a point, and the egg is all slippery because of the water. So
Yeah. So, because basically as a DM, I want to listen to the chat right now. Two things. First off, my 16 for a lizard was a little bit on the nice side, but the lizard has a 14 dexterity, so that would be a +2. So, however, the usage of a actual water elemental is a bit more than just a hero point. So, what we'll say is, the lizard is being gushed, like as water erupts from the tree itself. All the moisture is gathered into one place as a water elemental emerges and pushes the lizard towards the egg. You just slip off.
oh.
But the water elemental is still there. So we can give you just another chance. And the water elemental grasps you with his watery claw and just thrusts you downward. So now we have this beautiful scene as the camera zooms in, as the egg is getting closer and closer to Sam, as the lizard is also getting closer and closer, falling just a little bit faster than the actual
can I
egg.
jump with my pole? Can I jump up?
Well, sure.
The lizard,
Sure.
yes!
So the surfing lizard is being dunked by the water elemental. You try to make it a normal athletics check to see if you can get yourself just a little bit higher.
That's a 15.
That's a 15. All right. So now I would like the both of you to make another dexterity saving throw to see which one of you can get the egg the quickest.
Both of us. Okay.
I will give because this is checks against each other. I will as a DM I have to tell you what it is right now. Charlie, you will have a -2 penalty at this one.
So -2 on the plus
3.
2.
Yeah.
3. Okay.
3,
Okay.
Yeah.
And just a normal roll.
Because you're just a little bit underwhelmed right now, and you also have an extra
The
chance
session
with
is so out of control already.
it's chaotic.
15 again.
15.
Natural 15 plus 1, 16.
No! No!
As Sam, oh god, as Sam, you can see this happen. You're pole vaulted all the way up in the air. You can see this beautiful golden egg coming towards you. It's getting closer and closer and closer, and you can just see this lizard with tongue out of its mouth, this lizardy grin. Yes, just with one finger, pink, touch the egg, and somewhere in the clouds, Marvel goes, called it, and the egg dissipates together with both of you. Luckily, momentum isn't a thing right now, because you guys are safely transported to another beautiful room. This time, it seems that we're leaving the outside area for an interior. An interior where all three of you just heaving and hoeing, get out of the sun to see a chamber in front of you with there on it, right over there, just in this empty room, a pedestal with the egg. And another. And another. And another. 4 rows of 5 eggs, all lined out in front of each other. All different pedestals. Pedestals that you would recognize Syrinx as the same one that was in the actual maze at the beginning.
Yeah.
However, you can see that all of these eggs aren't golden. You can see one egg golden. It's the second row, third to the left. From the right, third to the left. And from there, all different other types of eggs with all different types and shapes. You see eggs painted in all different colors, as we as normal mortals from this material realm would recognize as Easter eggs. And you can see like a metal egg, a silver one, all different types. As you guys are thrust into this room,
There's a lot of things that people in the chat are
Yeah,
throwing
yeah.
at us.
First we gotta
Oh
get
crap!
that.
Okay, so someone is beginning to feel ill because someone is getting poisoned. Oof! And it seems that Syrinx this time is poisoned. I'll just take a.
But I
turn.
got a hero egg, so I get advantage on the saving throw.
I don't think there is
Oh,
a saving throw.
There's no saving throw. There's no saving throw. This drought poison. This drought poison is just winning.
Ah.
Right. So I'll show it to you guys later. But this is actually on the die right now. It's a 4, so that means that Syrinx is the one that's poisoned. So as you get here, you can already feel like like the vertigo sink in from like the sudden shift from a very fast fall to like being stationary is hitting your system, and you can see that a small dart is protruding from your arm, and you pull it out, and you can actually see like smells of poison. Also, you're not feeling that well.
No. Hold on. I think you're assuming my reaction here.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
I'm like.
Very good. Very good.
Continue, please.
All right, so, well, my introduction is gone. Like, the only other thing in this room is the eerie light that is coming from nowhere. Like, you don't see a light source, but it is lit in this room, as if some strange magical aura is actually illuminating everything. The rest of the room is just, like 3 meters up. You can see that all the 4 corners are being pushed up with a small, like, pillar there. And for the rest, you can only see empty walls, except for a couple of paintings, all of Marvale in all different types of heroic poses. You can actually see him on a horse as the same as wow, the small,
like Napoleon style.
Thank you. Like Napoleon style. You can also see him like out of nowhere with long golden hair, like chest bared, standing on top of a mountain with a sword stick into it as he conquered it. All different types of tapestries as you quickly just whatever.
How
So,
many would the egg? Oh boy! Whoa! How many eggs are there?
There are in total 20 eggs. 4
20.
rows. 4 rows of 5.
Okay, I wanna.
One golden one.
1 golden. Yes.
And
Can I do
remind me,
something?
what does the poison do?
The poison gives you disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for this trial. So this time you're just fricked.
DM.
Sorry.
And there's also a hero egg, right?
Yeah, so he has advantage on 1 roll.
Okay, so yeah, so he has advantage. So you eventually have advantage on 1 roll, Syrinx. Because Captain Swagner also gave you a hero point.
Okay, so who gets to X first?
Well, what do you guys want to do?
I wanna detach one of the patches that says 100 gold pieces,
Mhm.
and I wanna throw gold against all the eggs to see what happens.
Okay, so as you pull off this patch, the 2 of you don't really know yet what to do yet. Oh, Sam, you also have advantage on 1 roll, and Dimitri also. Nice.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's
Hero
sweet.
points for all. Hero points for all. So that's what you want to do. Dimitri, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
All right. And Syrinx, what do you want to do?
I am going to do nothing.
Do nothing? You're
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
watch
wait
them.
and see. All right.
Yeah.
So, as you take off this patch, phoom, it turns into this one large sack of gold. It actually has a dollar sign on it, which doesn't mean anything in this world. You don't understand what it actually means, but whatever. It has gold coins in it. You pick some out and you start throwing them against the eggs.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. As you do, bink, 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 bink. Some hit, some miss. You have 100 gold coins, so it's more than enough, and a small investment to actually get an egg and hopefully the wish spell at the end of this whole ordeal. So as you start throwing them out, nothing happens. All the eggs, like eventually you hit one egg right on the sweet spot and bink, it wobbles a little bit and then settles.
Nothing. Okay. Okay.
So
I
So no
walk
mimics.
over to the golden egg and grab it.
All right. So in the meantime, however, as you are throwing your coins, Dimitri is casting detect magic. This room, yes.
Yeah.
The pedestals themselves, you can see a couple of dots. A
Okay.
couple of dots of small, all different types of schools of magic coming from a couple of the eggs. In total,
Oh.
you find. Oh!
Huh?
Yep, Charlie's reconnecting. So screens are fucked up right now. Just
Oh no.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
yeah.
Oh no.
So
no.
people
You-
don't see us properly right now and in
No.
very weird places. That's because we're literally using Discord to record ourselves. So Charlie will be back in any second, which should
Wait, is
fix
he
it.
on a good spot?
Yep, there we are.
Yeah.
There we are. He's back.
My bad.
There we go.
Sorry, I don't know what happened, but everything dropped.
No worries, we got back there. So, Dimitri, you
Yeah.
cast Detect Magic, and as I said, you find a couple of different places with a little bit of magic in them. In total, there are 5.
Okay. I do know the schools of magic, right?
Yes, yeah, all different types. Let me just...
So basically, the one I'm searching for is one that I'm not sure. Max doesn't know for certain which school of magic that is, but teleportation.
Teleportation, all right. That would be conjuration magic, and you don't see any schools of conjuration.
Okay.
As you cast the spell, however, one of your friends walks up to the golden egg and tries to reach for it. So, Syrinx, you just walk up to the golden egg, and you take it up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this requires an inside check to see if I'm being an idiot, but honestly, I feel like this is a very logical approach.
Yeah, like to reiterate a certain Dimitri in the first trial, this is what would be called a red herring. As you pick up the golden egg, it opens up and shows 2 rows of razor-sharp teeth as a large tongue reach out of it as this mimic egg begins to
Don't throw money at it.
trying to eat your face. So right now he is going to try and eat your face, as I said.
Hey, Mac.
So with his bite attack, that'll be another 20 to hit.
Oh,
Against your-
yeah, that's
Yep.
easy.
All right. So with that, the mimic bites your face for 8 points of damage, as the rows of teeth actually just scratch the front of your forehead a little bit, and you're trying to get it away. And that's where you're good. As the 2 of you, Sam and Dimitri, are standing in the room. What would you like to do?
I'm going to touch as many as eggs as possible.
I
Yeah?
was thinking the same thing.
But
Crystal.
I'm going to start at the second row. So
You're
not
going to start at the second row.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically just going to go ahead and touch eggs.
Yeah.
All right. So you're beginning to start at the second row. From the left or from the right?
left.
Left? All right. So you touch the first egg, and rows of teeth. And he's going to try. All right. So you're trying to touch as many eggs as you can, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just going. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the first egg that you touch is a mimic, jumps at your face for a 14 to hit.
That tongue.
That hits.
Hits. All right. So, you take 11 points of damage, and
Great.
this one mimic is just gnawing on your shoulder. You touch the second egg.
Someone is pointing something out that once a mimic bites someone, I think they're stuck.
Yeah, he said it's stuck to my shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, they're small.
I'm just going.
Okay, they're very small.
So she can. So like one is stuck to your face. Sorry, to your arm. The second one you touch is a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. So that's another 5 points of damage.
Mhm.
And then you get to the third one was the golden one. So you skip that for now because it's already attacking Syrinx. So you skip that one and you get to the third egg, which attacks you for a 9 to hit.
No.
Okay, so that tap it and it just jumps past you, trying to eat you. Then you get to the last one in this
Do I
row.
get to do something in between? How long does this take?
Just a second.
Way too long.
So this one is gonna get for a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
So you take 11 points of damage.
Cool.
However, at this moment, as 3 eggs are stuck to your body, the weight has become too much, and you are. One of the eggs is also holding onto your foot and is now sticking to the ground. And right now, as you are struggling with all 3 of these, you are stuck in place right now. So, as this happened, Dimitri, you see this go on in front of you. The second row of the 5 eggs is now at least checked for you, which is nice.
Which is nice. Which eggs are magical?
Which eggs are magical? There is one in this row, one that is attacking Sam, the one that is attacking Syrinx, and then one in each row behind that.
Oh, so all of the mimics are magical.
No. Some of them are.
Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What I'll try to do though, now I know this information, is I'm gonna envision the egg that I had in my hands the previous trial, and I'm gonna cast locate object for a very similar thing. So
Alright.
the essence I want to locate.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay, so I think I already know the solution, but I don't want to metagame in case Monks is saying that.
So what's your Arcana check?
My Arcana check is a 23.
A 23.
Yeah.
All right. So just for a second, you have the idea that you know what egg you are looking for, but then it shifts to the one that is eating the face of Syrinx right now. However, you do know one thing. You have a vague understanding that it's somewhere in the back right corner.
Someone
Like
is
the one
going
of those-
for number 1.
I knew it.
We get there. So it's one in the back right corner, but you didn't focus long enough to actually know which one it is.
I know which one
And
it
then
is.
it
I wanna
shifted.
take
And then
my
it
turn.
shifted to the I know. Then it shifted to the gold one that is now eating Syrinx's face. So before we get to what you do, Dimitri, we go to the egg. So if you can change to the battle map.
Yeah, just a minute.
Da-da-da-da.
Because I have to do that, and then I have to do that. Yes.
All right, and we're going to go for number 1, which reveals, ooh, a deva, a beautiful angel. You are allowed to give someone a beautiful boon in the trials to come with a beautiful bless spell, which basically means that they can roll a d4 at pretty much every d20 they roll. So, so that's very nice.
Wow, let me grab my D4. No.
Okay. What else?
Excuse me. He was He-Man, of course. He wasn't an angel. He was He-Man.
He-Man, yeah. What I'll do is with mage.
Well, this is one thing that you did.
Okay.
So now we get back to the one that is now struggling with a face-eating mimic, Syrinx. What would you like to do?
4 rows of 5 equals 20, right?
Uh-huh.
419. I go for the semi-last.
The one before last.
Yeah, so basically it's in the back right corner, except one to the left.
Wait, you are smart?
All right.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
very wise. I
Alright,
get
so-
riddles.
As you get like the mimic eating your face, it's a little bit difficult to get there. For this one, we will perhaps need to go ahead and because Dimitri also wanted to do something in this round, quote unquote. We might have to go into initiative for this one. But before we get to that, Sam, what would you like to do as you are now being slowly eaten by 3 mimics?
Well, I have 11 hit points left.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just go on what I was doing. I want to crawl.
Well, right
I'm like semi
You're stuck.
stuck to the ground,
now,
right?
your movement is 0 right now until you do
Uh-huh.
something with your action to get yourself free.
Okay, then I'll use
Ooh,
She
look at-
gets an extra D4 though.
You get an extra d4.
4
Everything.
As you can
on
see
everything.
somewhere, as you can see, one of these tapestries with Marvel on it.
Mm-hmm.
It just changes shape and becomes translucent glass for a moment. As you can see a beautiful angelic figure from behind it reach out with a scepter and bless you.
Nice.
So you have a D4 on your checks right now. Thank you, Oliver.
I want to
Break free.
Basically, yeah.
That's yeah. Okay, maybe I'll. Can I like get them loose?
You can
Or-
try. Sure.
I wanna. I'm going to use blink.
Ooh, you're gonna cast blink on yourself.
Yes.
Very nifty. Very nifty. All right. So you, as these mimics are trying to eat every little part of you, they're gnawing on your flesh. Their saliva drooling all around you, not having a good time whatsoever. You cast blink, and with that you whoop, just blink out of existence.
Okay,
As
so I have to
baby
roll
mimics-
d20,
Yeah.
Oh right,
Doesn't
you have to
always
roll, of
happen.
course. Yeah.
but I get a d4 with it, right? Then, with this thing.
Well, sure.
Great.
Because you need the help.
That's the case, yeah. So you need an 11 or
I
higher.
really need it. Okay. That's 12.
12. All right. So you blink out of existence, and you are now free from the mimics. However, this is the one thing that you do with your action right now. So, Dimitri.
Yep.
What would you like to do? Oh, sorry. Before we go there, I'm sorry. I have to put you on hold again, Mac.
Egg.
Because we have another egg.
9.
We went for number 9. All right, and behind door number 9 we have a fire elemental. As the elements are once again, well, neutral in some aspect, you may tell me how this fire elemental will eventually do something to someone.
Oof.
Awesome.
Killing someone might not be an option.
Well.
Oh god, the puns, Rutger, the puns. Oh my god. All right, so
as I see our druid dwarf run to the same location that I was aiming to run to, I yell at him. I suggest you touch all of these eggs over there.
ooh, and you cast suggestion on him.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, I would allow. I mean that Cirrus will need to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
DM,
Yes.
I kind of forgot something.
Oh dear.
I am a wild magic caster.
Oh. Oh.
So something happens.
Yeah.
So I have to roll d20 to see if I.
Oh
I-
yes. All right. So go ahead. You cast a spell. So we might just all explode right now, and this might be
Probably.
the end.
There could be a fireball here.
Very good thing.
It's a 7. It's fine.
So nothing happens, right?
No, it's only with a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now, your wild magic just shudders a little bit, but you just blink out of existence. Nothing on the head. All right. So
Nothing on the head.
nothing. Oh God. I made this joke earlier today, and now it's stuck in my head. Goddamn. I can do the English a little bit. Little bit.
Little bit.
All right. So I believe that the suggestion spell is a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So Siri,
Fortunately, as a druid, I
You're good at
doth be trained. Oh, okay, so that's on the ground. That's a natural 8 for a total of 15.
I think 15 makes it. I
Ah.
think it does.
So Syrinx, as you are running, like past all the eggs, very carefully, not touching them, you think to yourself, "No, why would I do that?" And you run to the second to last egg.
All the voices, all the damn voices, all the time. Okay, continue. Sorry.
And you continue as you touch the egg, and it seems that this egg did indeed not.
You have disadvantage. You have disadvantage. You're poisoned.
Oh snap! Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Wait a second.
I'm poisoned.
I believe that poison isn't for saving throws.
Oh.
I believe it's only for the things that you do yourself.
Oh.
So running.
Let me just. If someone
Good
wants
call,
to give him
it's ability
disadvantage with
checks.
a...
Yeah, someone calls that's only for ability checks. I'm not sure in 5th edition.
Think so too, yeah.
Oof.
Too
Alright,
bad.
so even though you're poisoned, you can still touch the egg, as the time that it takes for Dimitri to actually cast a suggestion spell, you have just a little bit more time to actually walk over there and touch it. And with that,
Yes!
all of you evaporate once again.
Charlie,
and
can
go-
you elaborate on this finding of yours?
Okay, so basically every 419 years this event takes place. So I figured there's 20 eggs, 4 rows, so we've got the 4 down already. So let's take number 19. I was already thinking that. That's why I was so nervous when he was giving you your insight, like it's somewhere in the back right. I was like, oh my god, no, I don't want to come across like a metagaming right now because I had already figured it out.
You wanna know the real reason why it's there?
No?
Why it's number 19?
Yeah?
Okay, so it's not every 419 years. It's every 412 years, because it's the 12th of the 4th month right now. And 19 was a random roll that I did. I am not making this up. I just rolled a d20 to see which one of the mimics was the real one.
So you're a lucky bastard.
I assumed there was a riddle and I had guessed it correctly, but it was just pure luck.
No, this is pure chaos. I was there, I don't know. I was there like, how does he know that? Like, did I say something? I don't know. Alright. So,
is it 412? I thought I heard 419. Guess I
No,
misheard in a
it's
lucky
12.
manner.
it's the 12th of April right now, so I made it
Makes total
412.
I don't know why I was thinking 19. Okay.
Alright, so...
Luck is on
as
your
the-
side, man.
God
Definitely.
damn it. Jesus. As the 3rd egg has been reclaimed by our beautiful heroes right now, if they can be called heroes in this clusterfuck of chaos,
Nuh-uh.
which I adore. We'll go ahead and take a little break
Yes.
and get back here in 15 minutes at 9 o'clock sharp to continue this beautiful adventure to go ahead and get 2 more eggs. Damn, it seems that we have a favorite on our hands right now.
Yeah.
Syrinx already holding 3, but hey,
Yeah.
there was no one who said that you couldn't steal them from each other. I mean,
Definitely.
Wait,
Um,
I'm holding that?
eggs. Yeah, you still hold them.
Wait, what?
Oh,
You know,
I thought
you
they
have 3 of
disappeared.
those type of eggs.
I
No, you
thought they
keep with them.
disappeared.
No,
I
you
am
keep with
very
them.
nervous right now.
Oh.
I'm very nervous
The
right
problem-
now.
Like the
at this
entire thing is like
revelation.
the first rule was the one person that deposits the most eggs at the end will be the winner.
That's
Very-
a
very
good
clear word.
clarification.
Yeah,
That's a very
Fair,
good
thanks.
clarification. Thank you for that.
There we go.
I needed that.
you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah. All right. So, see you guys in 15 minutes.
Yes.
Thank you. And if you want to purchase anything in the meantime, we'll get that out of the way
Yeah.
before we start the stream. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm not sure if there was another purchase, but we'll have to look that in the break.
I'm trying to
don't
keep a
think so.
close eye on the chat, and I didn't see anything. But
All right.
if it did slip by me, then please refresh my memory.
Cool. Then we'll
Alright.
see you guys in 15 minutes.
Very soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Ja? Kijk,
Cool.
holy shit. Zo hilarisch dat ik eigenlijk best wel slecht rol.
Ik zat echt zo van, wat? Ik was ervan overtuigd. Weet je wel, toen je dat zo zei, weet je wel, van, je was er zo vast over. Ik dacht zo bij mezelf van, oh fuck, heb ik iets weggegeven of zo?
Maar herinner
Heb ik per ongeluk hints gegeven? Ik weet het niet meer.